guessed it. I broke the top out of the Moringa tree on accident. And I'm just standing here trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I think what I'm going to do is use some of this stem, you can see it's pretty big, to try to propagate for next season. The rest of the leaves, of course, you know, will be going into the dehydrator. Alright, so trim down to this. We want to use the woodier parts of, oh, that's a mosquito. The woodier parts of the stem rather than the greener parts. And so I've cut off the cambium layer here, and you can't tell really with the cambium layer gone, but there was a leaf node spot right there and here as well. So both of those will be below the soil. Hopefully that will give us a good opportunity for some growth, but also we have a couple of nodes above the soil as well. So there'll be one on this one, and this one will have 3. I'm just gonna put them in some soil, make sure the soil is nice and moist, and keep them in a shaded area, and just keep an eye on them. Either they're gonna grow or it's not. Got our little things of dirt here, probably more than what we needed, but hey, we have our rooting hormone. I don't think I mentioned earlier that I was going to use that, but I'm going to take the end of our cutting, and I'm just going to stick it into the rooting hormone, get as much of it, that exfoliator covered as I possibly can. And it's going to look something like that after the fact. You can see the white. Alright, then I'm just going to lay that out, kind of let it dry on there a little bit, because I don't want to lose most of that to the soil. So I'm just going to do the same thing with the next one. Oh, mosquitoes. And there you go. I'm going to lay that out there. Put a lid back on this. And I'm going to wait about 5 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get those into our pot. So this is day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 5 of dealing with COVID. And let me just say, I'm so over it. I am so over it. But I'm starting to finally feel like myself. I came outside yesterday and sat in the sun a little bit, and I was so exhausted. Like, I didn't feel charged. It just took so much just to come outside and sit in the sun. And today, it feels good. I'm starting to feel good again, and so needless to say, I'm happy about that. But things must go on. The family's done great as usual. I have an awesome nurse, and so life continues. Okay. Alright. And you know, in order to minimize even how much, I'm gonna kind of use the top end of this to poke a hole, and then there we go. Alright. I didn't go down too far with that. Okay. Do the same thing. You see these mosquitoes, y'all? It's terrible, 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 terrible. And do the same thing here. Kind of poke a hole. Alright. Alright, and there we go. Oh, and I did kind of cut at an angle at these ends as well. That keeps water from collecting on the top. It'll drain off to help prevent any rot as you are rooting your cuttings. And I'm literally, let me see. I'm going to just sit these over here on the back side of this, like so. Oop. There we go. And just keep them moist, and we'll see what happens. If they grow, great. Let me show you what I actually ended up, how I broke it. All right, so I was coming over here and I was checking the Kiwana melon, and I was like, you know, my usual thing. And then I looked up, and the Kiwana melon had reached over and was pulling the moringa plant over like that, and I was struggling with it, and it just literally broke right there. The whole top came out of it. So the plant itself is still good, it's fine, but we lost all that. But it's not a loss, obviously, because you saw me take that into the house, and those leaves will be harvested and dehydrated. But I did want to show you, I did notice a Kiwana melon over here. For those that have seen me talk about how vigorous this vine is and talk about the Kiwana melon and maybe haven't had an idea what I was talking about yet. Let's see if I can get one without getting a spider on me. Let's zoom in, and you can see that's one of our Kiwana melons right there. There's plenty more on the top side, but I can't get to those, obviously. And got plenty of more blooms coming on. These mature late in the season, so this is perfect timing. So as you can see, even when there are big boo-boos in the garden, it doesn't mean that all is lost. It is still possible to grow big from home. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.